Hi, I'm Andy Johnson. Welcome to Advertising Week Europe. Now, I'm biased. I'm from the northwest of England. I'm from Manchester, which I think is the creative heart of England, but maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? Our next guest is going to tell me all about that because it is Caroline Norbury, the CEO of Creative England, and your session was all about England is creative, which of course it is, isn't it?
It is. It's very creative.
Manchester included, of course.
Yeah, Manchester's not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. I'll let that one go. Go on then. So what did you talk about today?
So we were talking about two things really. The first was how do you develop talent, and my thesis that you find talent in very unlikely places, and lots of people who are based in, big brands headquartered in London don't get out enough, really. But that's one of the things that we do. So we talked a little bit about that by giving people some examples of businesses and talent that we've worked with. And then the other thing that we talk about is how do you connect big businesses to small businesses. So talent development and then the connection between those.
There was always this thing with me, and it's probably still bugs me now as a journalist for more than 25 years, that you always thought nobody knew, in people who are based in London, generalisation, didn't really know much about what's happening north of Watford. Is that the kind of thing you're talking about? There's not that awareness of what's going on away from London itself?
I wouldn't say it's not so much a lack of awareness, because I think that people are a little bit more aware that we have amazingly vibrant cities outside of London. And I think what is interesting is that often people aren't really aware of how vibrant they are, and people sort of. And they're vibrant not by being little versions of London, they're vibrant by being big versions of themselves. So, for example, my city is Bristol. Bristol's a brilliant city. It prides itself on being really, really green. It's incredibly creative. It's full of quite some amazing small businesses that are all a little bit punk in ethos. Yeah. It's got a brilliant urban art culture. Manchester, obviously, fantastic music culture there. But actually, one of the interesting things about Manchester is that it has the largest number of computer science graduates in the country. So it's got this great creative vibe, and it's got some amazing organisations and venues like the Royal Manchester Exchange and Home, which is the new version of Corner House. And the thing, bringing those things together makes it a really, really good place for businesses and to find really interesting
So
businesses.
How do you go about then? How are you advising people, or talking about in your session, how they go about trying to find talent in, say, unusual places? What were your sort of tips for doing that?
Well, quite simple really, come and talk to me.
Right.
So what Creative England is about is being based in those places. So we've got offices in Bristol, Manchester, Birmingham, Sheffield and London, and Elstree Studios actually. So we've got people all over the country, not only in those offices, but in networks all over the country. So we've got access to lots of bright things, but we've also got a little bit of money. And what we do with that little bit of money is to test things out. So we can invest in a script, we can invest in a game, we can invest in a startup, and if it ticks all our boxes, we can put a bit more money in. So quite often what we can do for a business that's interested in that sort of thing is that we can de-risk, not just if they wanted to put some money in, but we can de-risk their time. So we've got stuff where we can do show and tell. And the other thing about us is that we're a not-for-profit, which is quite a difficult thing, I'm sure, for the ad agency to get sector to get its head around.
Yeah.
But basically, we reinvest any surplus back into the businesses that we work with. So we don't need to create shareholder value. We just need to do interesting things.
So what should people then, if they've got the seed of a great idea, and they could be based, I don't know, anywhere across the country, what should they do to try and get that in front of you? Is it just get hold of you, get hold of one of the offices? What's the best way?
They should talk to me, or they should have a look at our website, see some of the things that we're doing, contact us in that way. And we've actually, we are looking for new partners. So we've just finished a program with Disney where we were looking for, we developed a game which was trying to solve a health issue. So before we had the conversation, I had no idea that Disney were interested in healthcare and patient care, but there is a really big thing for them, really big issue. So we've done that with Disney. We've got a program that we've been running with E1, which is a big entertainment brand. We're doing some stuff with BBC and BBC Films. ongoing partnership with Microsoft. So we're looking for other people that we can work with where our introductions to some of those creatives and businesses can help them solve a particular problem that they're trying to crack.
So finally then, how important is a week like this for you then to come and be able to talk to other people and actually say, we're here, we can help and we want to help?
Well, it's great exposure for us because you know, this is a new audience for us. So we ran a big event at Google in January called Catalyze, excuse me, and the focus of that was very much around introducing brands to some of our talent, and we've had some really good outcomes because of that. So this is our first pitch, if you like, to the advertising industry. So yeah, I'm hoping that something interesting will flow from it.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us today. I hope to catch up with you in Manchester at some point, and that'd be great to see you. And of course, if you want to get any more ideas about what Creative England are doing, how you can contact them, then all the details will be on our website. And of course, follow us, get involved in the conversation by using the hashtag AWEurope.